So this is kind of a rushed video because, oh hello bag. I am supposed to be meeting up with a friend at like noon and it's like 11:36 right now, but my dad, uncle, okay, uncle, I'm still getting used to that, okay? Adjustments are being made because I'm a dumbass. Okay, anyways, so, books. I got so many books. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm going to show you the books and they're just going to be so good. And oh my god, boy. Also, I have to give my friend this book that she, like, literally, like, needs in her life. Like, I don't fucking care what she has to say about it because, like, boo-boo, I'm forcing it on you if I have to. You need it. Well, not need it. It's just a really good book and she needs, like, should read it, but, like, it's not necessary, but, like, it's a really good book, so, like, she should be reading it. And I am sitting you down. We're trying to. Wow, so good at this. Filming. Am I right? No one knows what I'm fucking talking about. Okay. What if I just did a video like this? Like, hi guys. What's up? You like my nose hairs? And my baby dolphin teeth? Like, it's great. Oh. Okay. But I got a bunch of books and I'm so excited. And a lot of them are kind of nerdy and weird. Because I got this manga book, which is actually really good. It's like the classic hero storyline where this dude, he was wrongly convicted by this group called The Frame. Wow, they're so original with their names. And they wrongly convicted him and he like ended up dying in jail. And then he went like to the other world and they like basically, it's kind of like RIPD. They're just kind of like, you're gonna help other people that are wrongly convicted and help them be saved. Like how you weren't saved. And he was just kind of like, that's kind of like cruelly ironic, don't you think? And they were just kind of like, it's our rules. Like you live in our world now, blah, blah, blah. Like we could make you like completely non-existent at all. So like, you have to follow our rules. And he was just kind of like, okay. So he's like fighting with, and he found out like who wrongly accused him, like The Frame, this group. And he's like fighting with being able to like exact revenge or help other people like how he wasn't helped. So, yeah, which honestly is pretty cool, I think. But high traffic, and I think that's pretty cool. Then I also got this other other book called Travel of Wisdom, which is really interesting because it's basically all the letters from people who have traveled, like famous people, like Maya Angelou, which if you don't know who she is, she was like a really like influential poem writer, and she was like raped when she was younger and she didn't speak her entire childhood because of that. And then so she like her way of expressing stuff was writing poems, and a lot of her poems were like amazing. Like you should read them if you haven't. And then there's Mark Twain, which if you don't know who Mark Twain is, I know who he is in theory, but like I don't really know how to explain who he is, but he was a very influential person too. Then there's John Steinbeck, who I think was the guy who was like had this disease where he couldn't walk and like he was extremely intelligent. Then there's Angelina Jolie, and then there's Jerry Steinfeld, and then Clay Aiken, and there's so many more people who are just like influential people and like have traveled around the world and they talk about it, and like it's just like little letters that they have, and I think that's pretty cool because you know I'm a travel nerd. And then I also got this other book, which is also poems. Wow, are we seeing a thing here? But this book is full of poems, and the difference between this book is it's so-called fictional, but I'm pretty sure it's based on this person, like the author's story, like life, I mean. And she's like this girl who's like struggling like through high school and stuff and like discovering herself, and but like it's all through poems, so it's talking about like each one of her days, but it's like poem. It's like diary entries, but like poems, you know? And they're pretty cool because they all tell a story of like what happened that day. Some of them are funny, some of them are sad, some of them are really cool. I really like it, so I got that book. It's called The Poet X, which it had like this cool little like, you know how hardcover books, like they have like their little outside thing that's like really pretty usually and stuff. I like those because they're cool, but then at the same time I don't like them because they always get in the way and they're really, really, really annoying. No. So that's why I just took it off. And plus, like, the binding of this book is cool, too, because, like, if you look closely, like there's little faded like speckles, and then on the top, like there's like that little binding. I don't know. I just really like the art of hardcover books. Yeah. I really love it too when they have like they make the inside like here red, because it kind of feels like you're opening like a stage theater curtain or something. I don't know. I'm a weird thinker, but yeah, it's cool. I love it. The only problem with hardcover books is they're a hassle because they're kind of heavy. A, ow, and then B, they're kind of like hard to like store and stuff because they're so big. And then also like sometimes I'll like fall asleep with the book and then like I'll end up like in a really uncomfortable position and wake up because like part of the book is like poking me in the face or something like that, which is not the pleasant feeling at all. Like, I love you, but don't poke me in the face. And then I also got this other book that I'm really excited about. It's basically an encyclopedia in all the like 80s / like, I don't know, like historical like horror movies, like monster movies and stuff. And I think that's so cool because I love like horror movies and I love like cinema, and like this is all about that. So like it's pretty cool and I'm interested and I'm going to read it. Obviously I'm not going to read the whole thing at once. Like this is one of those books where you can't just like read it like plain. That would be kind of like reading a dictionary plain. Like it's kind of boring, right? So like I think I'm just going to like find stuff that I like or just kind of like browse through it and then like read certain parts that I like. Kind of like you would like an encyclopedia or a magazine or a dictionary, because that's basically what this is, and it's an encyclopedia, and it's pretty cool, and I like it. But like it's not one of those books where I'm just gonna be like reading it, like, you know, like it's just kind of, it's really interesting, but it's also kind of like one of those books where you could easily get bored with if you read it too much. So those are the books I got. I felt really bad because I didn't expect to get that many books, and it was like kind of expensive. So I was like, Uncle, and he was like, you're fine, and I was like, okay, thank you, I'm sorry. And then he was like, you're just gonna be paying me back with like labor and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But we are very similar in a lot of things. Like, we both love books a lot. Both like all kind of genres, because I do like love all kind of genres. Where Dad and I differ with our love for books, because Dad loves like cookbooks and like historical books, and he's not really into the fiction stuff, whereas my uncle and I are pretty into the fiction stuff. And plus my dad doesn't really like reading like actual real books because like it's just a hassle, in his words, and he likes convenience over like quality and stuff. And then also my uncle and I, both of us don't really like shopping that much, and I think I've talked about it enough how my dad loves shopping. Like, he's obsessed with shopping. Like, it's a little bit much. And then there's also my uncle and I, we both like are really fast-paced, like always changing people. We always want to like learn and grow and like change. So we're very similar in that. And then we're also very similar in our kind of way. We're fun and like we're good with socializing a little bit, but then we also really like enjoy our me time and like we enjoy being by ourselves and stuff. And so we relate in a lot of stuff. And which is why we kind of like fight a little bit, because we're both kind of like similar. So we're kind of like, some days we're just kind of like, oh my god, like, whoa, like this person is like almost exactly like me, that's so cool. But then at the same time we're kind of like, this person is exactly like me, like, ugh! You know, like sometimes like when you have someone too similar to you, like you clash because like you just like everything you don't like about yourself is like reflected with them too, and like, I don't know. And then there's stuff about him that I don't like how he's like really health nut and he's kind of like very exercise-ish, which I mean is okay, but he's kind of like putting it on me, and I'm just kind of like, boy, like, I mean, I get it. Like, I mean, I will implement some of what you tell me into my daily life, but, like, I'm not gonna, like, always be, like, health nut. Like, I'm not gonna go as extreme as you are. Like, I will implement some organic stuff in my life, and I will, like, make little healthier meals, but, like, I'm not, like, gonna be, like, Mr. I need to grow my own vegetables. Like, I can't eat anything that's not healthy ever. Like, oh my god. Like, no. Like, no. Like, that's just way too much. Like, and plus I don't even really care about my weight or, like, being that healthy anyways. He does. So, I mean, good for him, but not good for me. Like, that's not my dealio. I'm all for, like, food tasting good, food being easy to make, and food being, like, easily accessible, which organic and healthy food is not, like, most of those things, unless you make it properly, which usually takes a lot of time. So, like, I don't know, like some stuff like that's really easy, I will implement into my lifestyle, but a lot of his stuff that's like really hard to make, because we made quinoa, which is like this grain, and it's like, it's pretty cool because he's talking about the history of it, and it was like, it's like this old grain, and it's like from like ancient times kind of, and it's very like high fiberistic, but he also said that it's like a long time to cook it because you have to cook it like 3 different ways to have it like properly made, and he said it took him like all day just to cook the quinoa, and I was like, I mean, it tasted delicious, like it tasted so good, but like that's way too much work. Like, oh my god damn, dude, like whoa. But yeah, and then also we went to Lowe's and I got I took like 1,000,000 flower pictures, and it was fun. Got to work on my like, you know, photography skills, which I have none. But let's just lead into the illusion that I have some. And then also I got some stuff for my turtle. So like his tank is on the floor right now, which is okay, but like it's ideal to have him like on a stand. And so my dad has a stand, but like I wanted to buy a new stand because like his stand is like for a 10-gallon tank. Oh my god. There's like this old woman who has like this bright teal tank top, and like her little hair is like the dyed blonde like bob, where you can tell she has gray hair but she still dyed it blonde. Oh my god, that was hilarious. You should just see her jogging. It was like sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at people like that, because that's gonna be me in the future. Except I'm not gonna be jogging, I'm just gonna be walking. Maybe not even walking. I might just be like, you know what, I don't need this. You know those little like electric button pushers where you just like sit in it and like you ride? Like that might be me in the future, guys. Either A, because I'm like so much of a balloon because I'm so fat, or B, because I'm too old and weak because I don't take care of my body very well. Oh well, it's fine. Living life again. Anyway, so we got like a bunch of turtle stuff for my turtle, and so I'm gonna make it in my basking area, and then I'm gonna like decorate it with my friends, because I was talking to them about it, and I was like, you know what, like I wanted to like decorate it, but like I'm creative, but I'm not very artistic, and plus I don't really have the supplies to do that, and I didn't want to like put more like effort onto my uncle to like buy stuff for me, too, because like that's just no, and then also like that's not necessary. Like that's just my personal preference, and like I only got what I absolutely needed for my turtle. Which it's not like I didn't get what he needed before. It's just that like this stuff is necessary, but it's not like you need it, but like it is like basically pretty good for your turtle, like if you get it. So yeah, like it's not like he's gonna die without it, but like it is good for him to have this kind of stuff. So yeah, but, so yeah, so I got him a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna like DIY and make his stuff, but like also I want to decorate it, so like I might make it and then have him use it, and then like once I can like have the time with my friends to like decorate it, I'm gonna take it out and like decorate it and stuff, but like I don't know, this isn't making sense at all. And then also it's like 11:50, so like I'm going talk to my friend, and then also I'm going to talk to my uncle and then see like, because he said he's going to be a little late, so like we might like not go until like 12:30 or like 1 p.m. I don't know. But my friend, like her mom seems kind of like very like uptight a little bit. I'm like a little bit like impatient, so like I don't want her to hate me, so like oh. And then when I called my uncle about it, you could tell he's a little annoyed, because he was like, this is supposed to be my time alone, and I was like, yeah, I get it, dude, like I love my time alone too, but like this is kind of like necessary, and plus like you said you wanted eggs too, and he was like, yeah, I know, but like and I was like, I know, I'm sorry, but like, and then he was like, and why didn't you tell me beforehand, because I didn't really talk to him about the noon thing, about going at noon, but then I was like, I tried to call you, but you didn't answer, and it was kind of like a in the moment kind of thing, and I was just kind of like, I wanted to answer like right then and there, so like I answered, and I thought that was a good time, I'm sorry, and then he was just kind of like, okay, which I understand, because like if someone interrupted my me time, I would be losing my shit, like no, like you don't touch my me time, okay, blah, like this is not something you touch, ever. It's like someone interrupting your reading, like, you're cute, but no. Sorry. So yeah, that's going on right now. And then I also have to text my friend because like she texted me, but like I'm still talking to the fucking camera like an idiot. Okay, priorities, Angela, priorities. Okay, I'm gonna go say goodbye now. I might make another video because this one's kind of short and like I haven't finished the day yet. I just kind of needed to like talk about this for a little bit. Cars. Bye.